and still coming down here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winning. Last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And completes it again to Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Foles?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Foles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure.
Who's in there? Cool. Everybody was in there.
And that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
But great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. We had 4 in the game last week without having some go-to moves with counters.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Killer here is complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
11 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The numbers for Fuller last week. 4 catches, 119 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
18 on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on.
Offense.
All right, I'd rather have that than a fumble.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
The quarterback is sacked.
Under pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 6, Packers 0.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
There's Foles. And he's going to go down. He backs up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Hater. Grinding is back.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. He goes right back to Metcalf.
Damn,
His
I should have ran
complete.
straight forward.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Should I get the big dude to touch?
Yeah.
I got you, Grundy.
1st down, Detroit.
See if you get the one-on-one.
Set up a throw. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Foles. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Am I not playing?
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
33, Aaron Jones.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Foles. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go back to the ground with Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Lions.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
29 yards. And the Lions first down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead.
For the point after.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
James Washington making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And goal.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Tebow time.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal
Everybody
catches
loves a big man
everyone by
dance.
surprise. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters.
Man,
They really were
get your
determined to
touchdown
get a
and chose
stop
that
there.
dance.
Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Oh, there's the footprints. Oh. Tebow time. Tebow time.
Coup now for the point after.
Tebow time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 81.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards.
7 miles per hour. They're going to miss this.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime, and what's been we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Packers 6. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
I was letting you know I'm broadcasting.
Now and show them a little respect.
Yeah, I was just letting you know I was broadcasting.
And to get a little more Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now
oh my God, like they just heard Alejandro Leone.
Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really.
It's Tebow time. Oh, fuck. All right, later.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
30. 1st down, Lions.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. And now they're in the hurry up.
Made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
No good on the fake exit.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on second down. Foles looking sideline, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop it short.
What happened?
They lose a yard there on third.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Blitzed him.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Damn.
He'll return it from the 6.
Oh, what a dumb spin. I had everything to the right.
A 64-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14. And the Lions first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
34. Packers 6.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people
bro, I just signed him.
I'm not surprised. Put the numbers up. Sportsmanship,
They
not an issue.
make
Exercise those fingers. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Lions have got it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
you never had it? The stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Here's Foles. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. Foles gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Foles pass.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Foles. But it's brought in by Washington. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those change.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Tebow time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Oh, no.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they had a touchdown.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
Oh, didn't let me switch real fast.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9.
Back to throw again. Slant caught. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Don't get them again.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Makes the score
Point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it's going to be second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Did you see that last play?
Moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
Oh, man. He thought Adams probably had me.
You can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit,
They didn't play their best running back today.
They'll get a few extra days to
had this dude last time
they
and
take
just,
on the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, dude, he was a fucking savage. If they had played Wheaton, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, hell yeah, Ryan, you needed that win, dude. Straight up.
Dude, for sure.
Alright, brother, I'm gonna play my game right now.
Alright, later.
Alright.
How?
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, we here.
Saints, Panthers, Packers, Lions. Oh my God, I'm in. So I keep playing like that.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the
I
play.
hit the Saints.
Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons. I just made a play. In the red zone. Going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock. Just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just got a sack. Like I run up in the backfield. I just got a sack. Like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake. Make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers. We ain't staying there. Running out the block. Yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? I'm on purple. I'm on yellow like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, six range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stage. Call me tired.
I like that.
Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther. I done up the standards like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, I throw them Ravens across the border.
I'm champion, I got belts. Bedroom champion, I got belts. Get that top show. Yeah, we got that top shelf. I'm a bedroom champ. Yeah, I got the belts. Yeah, every time she come with me, yeah, she fucking melts. And you know I'm creeping out. Yeah, real stealth. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, we got that top shelf. Bedroom champ. Yeah, I got the belts. Every time she come with me, yeah, she fucking melts. And you know I'm creeping out. Yeah, real stealth. Nah, I don't know. Like fuck, got a whole lot of money. Yeah, they clucking with me. These fucking chickens be clucking. I got the hand for the something. I got